Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome. Welcome to Mount Zion Cathedral City. Thank you all for joining us today. I'm so grateful and honored to spend this time with you. Thank you for joining Mount Zion Cathedral City. I would truly appreciate it if you would love and share this message with anyone that you know that would appreciate a good word of encouragement and a word of focus today, something to meditate on. And go ahead and love and share this message with more than one person, however many people you want to send this to. Send it on, text it, forward it, however to get this word to them. All right. Today, this month, we've been focusing on the word rest. That's the word of focus. The word of focus is rest. And scripture for today is return to your rest, my soul, for the Lord has been good to you. That is Psalm 116 and 7. I read that scripture again. Return to your rest, my soul, for the Lord has been good to you. That is Psalm 116 and 7. The word rest here, it is talking about a quiet and settled spot. So let's break down this scripture. Return, turn back, rest, return to your rest, your quiet, settled spot, my soul, your inner being, your mind, yourself. For the Lord, Jehovah, the existing one, has been good to you. I'm going to go ahead and read the previous scriptures so that you can see what the speaker was thinking about before our scripture of focus. It reads, I love the Lord, for he heard my voice. He heard my cry for mercy. Because he turned his ear to me, I will call on him as long as I live. The cords of death entangled me. The anguish of the grave came over me. I was overcome by distress and sorrow. Then I called on the name of the Lord. Lord, save me. The Lord is gracious and righteous. Our God is full of compassion. The Lord protects the unwavering. Then I was brought low. He saved me. Return to your rest, my soul, for the Lord has been good to you. When I contemplate on the word rest, I have often attributed to physical rest, like when you take a nap when you're tired, or if you exercise and in between different sets, you have to take a break for so long and then you start back that activity again. So I've always attributed rest as that. But did you know there are other types of rest? And rest is a part of self care. So I was watching a reel. Dr. Raquel Martin, she's a psychologist, a professor, a scientist, and she said, if you're resting and still feel exhausted, you may be resting wrong. Then she goes on to discuss the different types of rest. So I found that quite interesting. So then I start reading. I found an article from the American Psychologist Association, and it talked about discuss 7 types of rest to restore your body's energy. So they talked about physical rest, getting enough sleep, emotional rest, learning how to express your feelings in a healthy manner by talking to a friend or therapist, social, taking a break from activities and being around people, sensory rest, taking a break from technology and social media, creative, doing something fun that is creative, spiritual, find what nourishes and feeds or maintains your well-being, reconnecting to your purpose, and reframing, finding ways to invest in you. And then the last one is mental rest. So for today, let's just talk a little bit about mental rest. What's mental rest? That's when you're going to pause, quiet all of those thoughts that you have when you're overstimulated, And then you can journal or you can practice meditation. So, meditation is really just like training your mind to focus on or redirect your thoughts. And that's what we're doing today. We're training our mind and redirecting our thoughts from all of that noise that we have going over and over in our head, all of those thoughts that replay, all those conversations that replay. And we're going to redirect those thoughts and focus on something else. We're going to focus on the rest that only God gives us. We're thinking about how we got here and being grateful for how he covered us. Looking back at the scripture, it says, return to your rest, my soul, for the Lord has been good to you. Return to your rest. Turn back to God. Your rest is that quiet place. My soul, my inner self, and for the Lord Jehovah, the existing one, he's been good to us. He's been good to you. So we're turning back. This is a time to focus on. We're going to focus on how gracious and merciful and awesome he has been to you and me. Throughout all the things that we faced, the traps that were set, the weapons that were formed, the plots and plans of the enemy that were made to destroy me and you. But God did not let the enemy win. He did not let the enemy win. We're going to refocus our thoughts on God and how good he is and the rest that he can provide that no one else can. Redirect your thoughts. When all of that noise goes on in your head, redirect your thoughts. Redirect your thoughts to who has been good to you, who's covered you when you didn't see a way out, who provided you with peace in the midst of everything that was going on. God did that. He did that. He allowed you to get this rest that only he can provide. Our declaration for today is God gives Benitria rest as she focuses on his goodness. God gives Benitria rest as she focuses on his goodness. Sometimes it's not physical rest we need. Sometimes it's another form of rest that we need. And the best rest is that which the Lord provides. So when you're struggling, when you're waking up at night, you can't sleep throughout the night, or you're getting a full night's sleep, but you're still exhausted. You may not be getting the rest that you need, the rest that only God can provide. You might need a different form of rest. And then you can ask God to help you figure that out. What's going on and what you need. Because he said, ask. And if you ask, he'll give. So if you don't mind, repeat that scripture 10 times, Psalm 116 and 7, and that declaration 10 times. Replace your name where my name is. God gives you rest as you focus on his goodness. God gives you rest as you focus on his goodness. I hope you have an absolutely amazing Wednesday. Thank you again for joining us today. Have a great one.